Karpan just doesn't know where the shots are coming from. He mixes them up so well, head and body. Nika to a lovely right to the body after a stiff jab to the head. Really, really good positive start from Nika.
Well, he says he doesn't consider himself the biggest of punchers, but those 10-ounce gloves are truth tellers in the ring. He may be used to the amateur game, but this is the pros now, and well, we can hear plenty of thud and spite in his work, and Anthony Karpan certainly is feeling it.
Karpan's got to move up. He's got to change the direction. He's moving to his left the whole time. He's making it very easy for Nika to find that right hand. Just sways out of the way of that one, but constantly moving to his left, and that's dangerous when you're in there with someone who throws the right hand as well as Nika.
Karpan trying to keep the hands tight, but some of these are getting through now. He's hurt in the corner. Nika letting the hands go, but again, just adjust his range to give himself space to work. Fizzes a right hand under the elbow. Spiteful, brutal opener, and Anthony Karpan has done well to stay on his feet there. Well, we've just seen in the corner of Anthony Karpan in the interval that he's complaining about a problem with his left elbow, and Steve Gray has called time on the contest. I think it was only going in one direction, Darren, and well, Anthony Karpan already welting up above the left eye as well. He's complaining about the left elbow, but I think he was just in with a different class of opponent as well there tonight. Some time out with shoulder surgery earlier on this year. But he says it's back feeling stronger than ever, and he just caught Spillmont right side of the head with a left hook on the exit there, and Spillmont already in big trouble. Buckles in the corner. Just lands a left hand from southpaw there, but bounced off the chrome dome of Alan Babic. Oh, nice uppercut there from Spillmont.
Was a good little uppercut from Spillmont, but we got exactly what we was expecting from Alan Babic. Aggressive front foot fighting. Landed 2 or 3 really big left hooks. Just misses with that one. Got to be careful, Spillmont. He's moving to his right onto the left hook.
Keep himself safe. Again, fires the 1-2 as Babic steps to him. Catching the Savage clean. Babic winging away. Babic has been caught with a big left hand. Turn to the ropes. Spillmont letting the hands go. We could be in for a huge upset here. Babic rocking and rolling, saved by the bell. And well, he smiles at the Frenchman. And in the year of the upset, we just came very, very close.
Both men have got to tighten up. They're loading up with big shots, neglecting their defence. Spillmont moving nicely on the back foot.
Right hand there from Babic landing. Spillmont just dipping to his right hand side. Oh. Left hook there from the Savage again. Just starting to get the better of this exchange. Thumping shots up the middle. Left hook, right uppercut, right hand. As he hurts Spillmont, the Frenchman almost sinks to his knees, but he somehow stays up with just seconds to go here in the 3rd round. How it's ebbed and flowed, and well, for the first time in the contest, Alan Babic has had a breakthrough, and boy, has he had to work for it. Wow. But Babic now starting to go through the gears. Down goes Spillmont for the first time in the contest. 1 minute 20 on the clock in the 4th, and how Babic has turned this fight around from the brink of disaster in round number 3. Are we about to see him throw the kitchen sink at the Frenchman? Swings and a miss with the left hand.
Very, very entertaining. This is what he wants from a fight. But I'm sure his corner will be asking for more skills. Set up the shots, the eyes, the jab to the body, follow it up upstairs. Spillmont, on the other hand, boxing well, moving, letting shots go. He's got to get that head up.
Bumping shots through the middle, but Spillmont absorbs and fires back. Stiff jab from the Frenchman, then the left hand behind it. Babic stays in front of him though, determined to win the war of attrition. And another breakthrough in the 6th with even more time now in the round for Spilmont to survive.
Corner.
Is he going to make the count? He's had enough, it's all over, and in the most attritional contest of Alan Babic's career, one that he was pushed to almost the brink of disaster at the end of the 3rd round, he has turned it on its head.
Agree with Tony there, he's controlling the distance really well. Lerone Richards, every time he's backed up from Gongora, he moves back to the centre of the ring. He's always allowing space behind him. So when you've got someone who carries the power that Gongora does, you've got the option to move out of range, as you see there. So there's a case now of Gongora to do exactly what he's doing now. He's got to close that gap and let the big shots go. This is the opportunity. He's got to start hitting anything he can. Round the side, round the back of the head. I don't think he'll mind it if the ref's warning him. As long as he can try and put some sort of dent in Richards. Good jab, lovely stiff jab from Richards there.
And it came after one to the body as well. That variation of that right hand has been so impressive from Richards. He knew he had to step up tonight, and so far he's been doing just that with a minute to go in round number 5. It's turning into a very polished performance so far, but although he left himself open to that short right hand at the end of that exchange. Just blood now trickling from the bottom lip of Gongora, who's taken another one of those right-hand jabs that have been so successful, so often for Lerone Richards. And Darren was saying earlier on how he boxed for the Repton Amateur Boxing Club in East London as an amateur, having started out at Kingston Amateur Boxing Club, diagonally across London, and that's the commitment that he and his father made time and time again to making himself a better fighter. And that sort of commitment he's taken into his professional career as well, uprooting from the family in London to join Dave Caldwell in Rotherham, making the sacrifices that build towards performances like the one that we've seen here tonight. Can he close it out now in the final minute of the final round?
Landed a good left hand there, he took it well. Gongora walked straight onto it. Gongora letting some shots go inside now, but he's really got to bite down on his gum shield.
Last half a minute then for Lerone Richards in this ring. Last time around he won the European title. Let that go because he wanted to move on and make an impact on the global scene against Carlos Gongora, the man who was the odds-on favourite coming in here this evening, and most people at ringside, I feel, will believe that Lerone Richards has done enough here in the final few seconds. He's been composed and he's been clinical for so much of the contest. Gongora thinks he's done enough. Does he really, inside, believe he's done enough at the end of 12 fascinating rounds?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing here in Manchester, we go to the judges' scorecards. Howard Foster, 115, 113, Richards. Justino Di Giovanni, 116, 112, Gongora. And Judge Olena Povivailo scores this bout 115 to 113 for your winner by split decision. And the new IBO Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards.
Barrett at times finding it difficult to find an escape route, but again whips in that right uppercut and then the left hook followed by a right hand to the body, and the legs of Torino just seem to stiffen, and again he's caught for the second time in quick succession and wobbles back to the neutral corner. Big moment in the fight for Zelfa Barrett. Still a minute and 40 seconds to go. It's a time for composure, a time for picking his shots as Torino comes back when Barrett gets careless.
Have a good short left hook in there from Barrett. That's always the problem when you're fighting like Torimo and you're coming forward with so much force. It just adds to the shot of your opponent. Barrett's
increasing the impact of the power of the shots. Virtually dancing back into range now, switching from orthodox to southpaw and vice versa. Doing anything he can to close down the gap. Gets through with a sharp uppercut. Just one or two gasps from the crowd here. The pro Zelfa Barrett crowd in the Manchester Arena. Absolutely relentless aggression from the African. Barrett looking for those pinpoint shots, and another one of those left hooks lands. Torimo this time absorbs it well.
A lovely shot, Mike. Right uppercut, spun off with a left hook. Good feint there from Barrett, trying to draw the leader, Torimo.
Barrett using his reach advantage well here. The natural advantages of the man who clearly is the bigger super featherweight. Torimo has talked about moving down at some stage in the future, but taking this opportunity because it came. Beautiful right hand, and that did stop Torimo in his tracks just for the briefest of moments. But he's so brave that his almost immediate instinct was to step back on the front foot. Just under a minute to go in the fifth.
That was a lovely right hand, and again, Mike, beautiful shot from Barrett.
Two successive right hands from Zelfa Barrett, stunning Torimo. And that must eventually wear the Tanzanian down, even if he is still falling forward. And this is brilliant from Zelfa Barrett. Showcase stuff from the Manchester man, opening up with a brilliant display of natural ability, fluent, flowing combination.
Fantastic combination from Zelfa Barrett. They're really putting them together well. Looking so spiteful, but back comes Torimo. So much credit to Torimo for still being there, firing forward. That was a very big round for Zelfa Barrett. Beautiful boxing. Lots of aggression on that
Sky
front
was
foot.
saying there, she felt that there was an added vigour about the work of Torimo towards the end of that 8th round, and certainly he's started in similar vein at the beginning of this, the 9th, and it's for Barrett to just cut him off, to pick him off, to check him with those heavy shots, the left hook, the uppercuts, and those straight right hands that have been so successful. Good work to the body from Barrett, but still Torimo stands his ground.
Yeah, it's a good response from the Tanzanian. This is exactly what he needed. It was a couple of good rounds from Barrett, the last two, and he needed to fire back with something, and he is Torimo. It's a good pressure on the front foot. He's landed some good shots, but back comes back Barrett. But Barrett with 3 good shots, finishing to the body with a left hook.
And this action happening right above our commentary position here, and we can almost feel those body shots sinking into the torso of Bruno Torimo. But he barely checks his stride and goes straight back on the attack.
Lovely shot from Zelfa Barrett. That was a beautifully timed right uppercut. He took it well, Torimo, but he certainly felt that. Leg seemed to buckle for a slight second there. That's credit to the heart and the conditioning of the Tanzanian, who's still there, still trying to plough forward. So it's so much will to win.
Last half of the final round. Barrett still being pressured by Torimo, who for just about 90% or so of the contest has been on the front foot. Every now and again he's been checked in his tracks. Every now and again he's gone looking for another win. But most of his successes have come to the body. Barrett has had plenty of shots landing there too, but the most eye-catching stuff has been to the head, including a knockdown earlier in the contest. A wonderful array, wonderful variety of shots. Long range and medium range, the uppercuts, the hooks and the straight shots from Zelfa Barrett.
Yeah, I'm nodding my head, Mike, in agreement, because it's been a real variety of shots from Zelfa Barrett. Head, body, hooks, uppercuts. There's been a bit of everything. Lovely check, left hook, Torimo's coming forward.
and also a source of motivation for Zelfa Barrett, the win against Kiko Martinez, which so many said he didn't deserve. He wanted to prove that he belongs at World Championship level. And that win for Kiko Martinez, as I said earlier on, now looks all the more impressive as he just lands shy of the target with that whipping left hand. Last few seconds of the contest, and he's trying to pick off Tarimo as Tarimo still pulls forward, and this has been pretty much the pattern of the contest. The Tanzanian on the front foot, looking to forge his openings, but often being caught on the way in, and a warm embrace from two hugely inspiring characters.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing here in Manchester, England, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Howard Foster and Vincent Dupont both scored about 117 to 110. Paolo Ruggeri scores about 116 to 111. All three for your winner by unanimous decision of the IBF World Title Eliminator, Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett.
Kevin Sacho in the corner, looking very animated here for this surprise opportunity. Ranked 8th in the European rankings, and a late substitute as Cullen gets to work in the early stages, and his crowd getting behind him straight away.
The atmosphere is electric, Mike. Expect fireworks. Sacho on the front foot, trying to land those big shots, but Cullen coming back with his own.
And this is Sacho's style, to bury his head in the chest of his opponents and to wail away with the shots. He'll try to make it uncomfortable for Cullen. He'll try to cut down the space between them. Cullen will really need to work with those spear-like straight shots. Good left hook gets through from Sacho inside the first minute.
Mike Jennings in the corner, saying make this easy, and he can. Cullen, if he gets behind the jab, but he just naturally likes to get stuck in.
And just a sign of blood by the left eye of Jack Cullen. Has that come from a shot or the relentless attack and the boring head movement of Sacho? Working away on the ropes on the far side of the ring as we look on here, toe to toe.
Oh, head. Big shots from Sacho inside, working well when he's up close.
Keep it long was the instruction from Michael Jennings in the corner for Jack Cullen.
Exactly, this is where he's got to be, Cullen, behind that jab. There you can see the blood running down the face of Cullen. There were some good right hands landed, as well as some head clashes, so I'm not sure what caused the cut. The atmosphere in here is electric.
Jack Cullen here attempting to build a lead against Kevin Sacho, who left his corner just a few minutes ago, taking deep breaths.
Working nicely. Oh,
a lovely right hand from Sacho, and Cullen is forced to hold on.
He started this round really well, Mike. Cullen, just a quick reminder there how quickly things can change. He's taking him on the glove, Sacho, but he's working well, Cullen. A bit more variation with the shots, work downstairs with that jab, and then bring the right hand upstairs.
More success for the Frenchman with that looping overhand right. The left hand coming back low from Cullen, leaving the opening. By the right eye of Jack Cullen, it doesn't seem to have worsened noticeably so far. As we get closer to the halfway stage, there's another one of those right hands, bounces off the head of Cullen right at the start of the sixth.
Showing again that he's got a fantastic chin. Jack Cullen. Good left to the body.
Now trying to work at long range is Cullen. Some of those shots though just bouncing off the gloves of Sacho. trying to stick to his man like glue on the inside, using the head whenever he can get away with it under the guise, the watchful eye of John Latham, the referee. Tremendous shot from Kevin Sacho, and Cullen, after an attack of his own, is really suffering here. Can he make it to his feet? The crowd are trying to lift him here. You can sense it here in Manchester Arena. And John Latham has decided that Jack Cullen is in no position to continue here as the celebrations start for Kevin Sacho. We said it in the build-up. It's another late substitute that's produced a nightmare. It's happened so often in the past. And Jack Cullen now being laid out on the canvas to recover, being looked after by the medical staff. And there are boos in sections of the crowd here as Sacho continues to celebrate in a way that Conor Benn decided not to last week. And he's now being asked to just dilute those celebrations, and drawing the anger of the crowd here as referee John Latham goes over to him here.
Yeah, he was boxing nicely, Jack Cullen, and he just walks onto a thunderous, well-timed left to the body. Took the wind completely out the sails of Cullen. You see the reaction, instant reaction from Cullen. That was a tremendous shot. Big right uppercut from Joseph Parker, but back comes Chisora. Superb action.
Another clipping uppercut from Parker as the crowd tried to get behind Chisora, the pro-partisan crowd here. But there's an awful lot of respect for Joseph Parker, and after what he did first time around.
He's got to watch that shot. Derek Chisora is looking for it all the time now, Parker, where Chisora's the shorter man, and he dips and he rolls and he bobs. He does move into that uppercut. Parker's found the range with it. Oh, big overhand right.
Sharper work again from Parker at range as the crowd get into full verse, and that song that Addy described as Chisora's national anthem. They're trying to raise the effort of their man. 40 seconds to go in the second round, and those who said it wouldn't go all the way, well, with this kind of ferocity, they might well be right. Chisora already breathing heavily, but we've seen that before, and time and again he comes back. But Parker is having repeated success here.
Yeah, it's the uppercut, Mike, with both hands. He's rolling, he's bobbing into the shot. Chisora takes a big right hand.
Another brilliant right hand from Joseph Parker now, and he looks for another one. He gets through. He's measuring his man on the ropes. Chisora here is really taking heavy punishment. Has to cover up. Sees the second one coming and rolls away. Big round for Joseph Parker. Parker 10 pounds heavier than that first fight. Looked terrific on the scales yesterday. What effect will that have? As he tries the right uppercut, which Chisora leans into. And Chisora now covers up on the ropes. But Parker is looking for the finish here. Brilliant right hand. He could be just a couple of punches away here. There's nothing coming back yet from Chisora. The crowd get behind him. He topples back off balance. Andy Lee in the corner, urging Parker forward.
He's still stunned, badly hurt, Derek Chisora. Gallantly tries to throw that big overhand right, but he's still hurt.
Half the round to go. Left hand from Parker gets through to add to Chisora's problems. Chisora watching, trying to read the shots coming. Chisora trying to build attacks behind the left hand, bearing it to the body and then to the head. Parker content just to hold on the ropes and try to find some punching room himself as we move into the second half of the fourth round.
Smothering his work a bit here, Parker leaning on Derek Chisora. He's working away inside, as is Parker. That's where Parker wants Chisora. That arm then, lovely right
Tremendous right uppercut, and this time Derek Chisora is held up only by the ropes, and so the referee is within his rights to take up the count. And we've still got 50 seconds to go in the 4th round. Chisora recovered in the 3rd. Will he recover all over again as he steps away now? Howard Foster says, get on with it now. Parker looking to pick what might be the finishing shot. Chisora glides underneath the left hook.
Very, very clever from Chisora what he's doing in that corner. Very clever from him. He knows that his man's going to come for him, so he's prepared.
Trying to buy time. He needs 20 seconds of it to get back to the relative sanctuary of his own corner. He's in Parker's corner. Can Parker find that shot? Can he detonate one finishing spectacular shot? He goes in with another left uppercut, which is all fires back wildly. What a finish to the round once again. And the referee steps in, and look at the crowd here. That's what heavyweight boxing does. You just never know what's going to happen next. And who knows what will happen here as he goes back to Dave Caldwell in the corner.
Keep your head.
Oh, that's so well. Beautiful right uppercut, he's hurt.
After a 1-2 combination, he then follows up with a right uppercut. And so Chisora takes the count for the 2nd time in the fight. With 1 minute and 20 seconds and more to go in the 7th round. Is this now the resistance finally being broken of Derek Chisora? He walks away once again, takes up sanctuary in the corner, will cover up now. He bends, tries to throw a counter, tries to catch Parker on the way in. Parker's had 2 opportunities already to move in and finish it.
Can't overstay in that corner, guys. He can't overstay.
Too good, 3 left uppercut.
Good combination from Parker. And somehow Chisora finds the energy to fight back in desperate straits, but he's hit with another right uppercut. The shot that floored him, but he drives forward with a brilliant right hand to the body. And once again, the crowd getting right behind Chisora. Right hook from Chisora. Last few seconds. Where is he finding this energy from? Parker under pressure. What a comeback by Derek Chisora.
Tremendous response from Del Boy.
My goodness.
And now it's Parker's turn to respond. A round that swayed one way, then the other, and back again. Heavyweight boxing in the extreme. Even the exchanges, when they're missing, are exciting. That's the kind of fight this has been so far. What a year of heavyweight boxing. With Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder, as Parker now tries to open up again with those oh-so-sharp punches from medium and long range. They've been so successful for him. The straight shots and that uppercut that he went for again. And Chisora once again has to grab onto a rope to stop himself falling. And Howard Foster takes up the count once again. He looks across at Joseph Parker, who takes in the instructions from Andy Lee once again.
He's going to the corner again. He's going to the corner again.
As he's done each time, he's taken a count. Parker here looking for an opening. Chisora denying him once again as the bell sounds.
Trying to set up the right uppercut again, Parker. Good left hook. Back comes Del.
And that's how tired Derek Chisora is. Even the wind of his own right hand is troubling him and sending him off balance and reeling back towards the ropes. There really can't be much left in that body of Derek Chisora with half a minute to go in the 9th round.
Derek Chisora's got to try and land that right hand if he's got any chance of winning this. Good attack from Parker. 2 shots followed by a right hand.
And still half the round here as Chisora shakes his head. Is there still an inside the distance finish to come for Parker? And Chisora, fueled by something only he knows in terms of heart and desire and resilience, as he still works away to the body. We saw him as he got up off his stool, barely able to walk, but boy, he can still fight. Final minute of a memorable night at the Manchester Arena as Parker again tries to whip in the right uppercut.
Look at them go, both men letting their hands go. Incredible stuff.
Chisora turns southpaw by the momentum of his forward attack. Parker opens up once again, jab and a right hand from Parker. And so the last 30 seconds of the fight look to be in keeping with much of it. The two men firing away. Parker having the better successes at range as he tries a left hand to the body, a right hand to the body, should I say, after a left hand to the head. Action all the way from the first bell to the last. And still the crowd trying to rouse Derek Chisora, who, would you believe it, lands the last meaningful punch of the contest.
After 12 rounds of action here in Manchester, England, we go to the judges' score totals. Giustino Di Giovanni, 115-110. Ingo Barabas, 115-111. Michael Alexander, 114-112. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Lupe Soliai Lauli Ale Male Atoa, Joseph Parker.